Dedicated review time on this one right here. This is from Andrea Maack, and this is Pavilion, and this is long overdue. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Summer Maria here. Yes, we're doing a dedicated fragrance review on Andrea Maack's Pavilion. This beauty right here. I've talked about this one previous when I did a sampling series video because it was a new brand for me, a new discovery back in the fall time. And now we're ready to talk about this scent because I've had it for a few months and I got some thoughts. Let's get on to it. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I want to do a peachy nude type of color to go along with the sparkly eye that's happening here. This is from MAC, and this is MAC Pander Me, which is a peachy nude type of color. That's been discontinued because it was limited edition, but alas, I will link an alternative that is essentially the same color. As always, details on the face, makeup, and all that will be in the description box below, so you don't have to ask questions about it. And as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, the belle of the ball is the fragrance of the day, and that is Andrea Maack's Pavilion, this beauty right here. When it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, y'all know the spiel, but alas, for the new people, the new elves, I'm gonna tell you anyway. How I rate fragrances is by 4 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply, how does this fragrance make me feel? What time of year? What type of event? When do I see myself wearing this fragrance? The second category is strength, and that is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. I'm gonna have to scrub it in order to get it off. Third category is longevity, and it is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance, which we know is very important. Then the fourth and final category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes or no? So now you know how we do things, and now let's get into the specs of this fragrance. First and foremost, this fragrance I was not looking for. This fragrance found me. That's just how this worked out, because I had samples from this brand sent to me. I had never heard of it, whatnot. It was sent to me just to check it out, try it out, you know, give my honest opinion on, which I did a video on telling you all how I felt about the scents, right? However, this one stuck out to me the most, and I was like, I need Pavilion. So I was kindly sent this fragrance over from my friends at Twisted Lily. That is how I even learned about this brand. So definitely check them out for samples as well as full-size bottles, so you can also discover whether you like it or not, you know. But alas, let's talk about this, y'all. I have had this fragrance for 5 months, and let me tell you something. It was a love at first sniff. Because again, I was not checking for it. I was like, let me just spray it. I was playing one night. I said, oh, this was really good. And then I said, okay, now which one was this I sprayed? And it was this one right here, Pavilion, right? So alas, this fragrance was released in 2022. So it's been out for a little change, a little minute, but I had still never heard of it now, and we're in spring of 2024. So let's talk about the notes of this scent. And I'm glad I discovered it during the cold weather season, because that was just brilliant, right? So y'all, with Pavilion, we have top notes are honey, praline, and saffron are the top notes. I mean, just wow. The middle notes are rose and patchouli, and then we have a base of vanilla, agar wood, and amber. Y'all, this, wow. Yes, so let's talk about the sizing and pricing of this. Oh, and I also want to note, this is an extrait de parfum concentration, for those that are wondering. So that alone let me know that this was going to be some powerful juice, and I was going to be in for a ride, right? So we have sizes on their official website. Note this, their official website, the 2 ml is $35, which is kind of steep, you know, for a sample, essentially is what it is. The 15 ml size, which is like the travel size, that retails for $130. And then we have the full size 50 ml, which is what I have right in front of you. That's what this looks like. This retails for $230. I would be remiss if I did not tell you all to please get the sample from Twisted Lily, because it's only like $5 or $6. I'm just saying, $5 to $6, $35. You see, yeah. I just want to put that out there too. So at last, that is how it looks. Now the packaging too, I want to take a moment to get into. Look how minimalistic this is. Like when the box arrived, it was so small. I was like, wait a minute. Was I sent the wrong thing? This doesn't look like a normal fragrance box. Like, what is going on? And then I opened it and I saw it. I said, oh, okay, minimalistic. I can dig it. And it has a little funny shape. It's like a geometric shape. So that's also interesting to display in your cabinet or vanity, wherever you display your fragrances. So I was like, okay. But to be fair, the creator, the founder of this brand is an artist. So it kind of makes sense. It would be different. It just makes perfect sense. So now let me tell y'all what I get from this scent. Like I said, I've had it for months at this point. Started with a sample, then upgraded to the full size. But let's spray it and, you know, revisit this scent. The opening of this scent, I absolutely get the praline. I get the honey, and let me tell you, the oud is definitely there. So if you're a person that's not into oud, let me this one ain't for you, because it's there. But now if you like a gourmand notes and you don't mind a little oud, this is gourmands and oud is what this is, and that's why I think this is so unique. Because had this just been rose and oud, which we see that combination all the time, but the fact they added those gourmandy sweet notes and there's also vanilla in here, yeah, it stood out. This one stood out to me. And I'm still happy smelling this now that it is a totally different season and it's warmer outside. This is even more wow now. So now let's get into the rating system because, again, that's why y'all are here. So, all right, let's talk about the mood of this fragrance, y'all. Absolutely, hands down, this is a cold weather scent is what this is. It shines best in cold weather. I'm over here being risque, rocking this in the spring because it depends on if it's a warmer spring day or not. Woo, it can be a lot. And one day I was like, okay, wait a minute, woo. Because it was one of those days where it started off cold and then it got warmer and I was like, wait a minute, this is a lot now. So this is a cold weather scene. Let me just say that right now. Fall, winter for sure. However though, because of the fact it can get cooler at night, this will make an excellent date night scent, and I have done that and it has did what it needs to do. Well, another thing I also have to say about the mood of this scent, this is very much a I'm feeling myself scent, and you definitely want to give main character energy. This is a good scent for that too. So that's the mood of Pavilion. Now let's talk about the strength of this fragrance. Hands down, this is a solid 9. Absolutely, this is a 9 because the gourmand notes are doing what they need to do, but that oud is what really takes it over the top. Because this is just a gourmand scent, I would give it a 7, but the oud is what gives it a 9. Because just historically, oud is always going to take a scent up to another level, and that definitely happened in this scent. So the strength of this fragrance is absolutely a 9. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite category, which is longevity. Absolutely, this scent is 8+ hours. It lasts all day. And especially it hugs some fabric. This is a scent you are going to smell it on your laundry when it's time to do laundry day, and it'll be days and maybe even weeks later depending on how behind you are in your laundry. But this one lasts all day, and this is not a scent you have to retouch up to smell it or whatnot. You will continue to smell yourself throughout the day. Also, I want to add, this scent leaves a trail. This is one that it will create a very nice scent bubble around you. If you walk around an event, this is the type of scent where people are like, I've been trying to find who's wearing this particular scent all night. Is that kind of perfume. For sure, it leaves a trail. And it has been a conversation starter for me because I have worn it to a few events. So absolutely, yeah, this is definitely a that girl fragrance. It is. Now the final category that I know is kind of a fun one is Pavilion a compliment getting fragrance? Let's talk about it, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even the first day I wore this scent like out, it got compliments. And I wasn't even doing it because I was actually having things to do, but it got compliments. So that's how I was like, oh, okay. It's good. I mean, like I wasn't dressed up or anything. I kind of threw it on just as like, let's just see how I'm feeling, you know, trying to test something out with that. Did what I need to do, compliments galore. And I've worn it on multiple events. I've traveled with it. I've taken it to events and whatnot. It has gotten compliments in every scenario. Solid compliment getter. And I gotta say, y'all, to me, what it is about this scent, and I feel like what it is that it's the top notes that make it yummy. So going back to that praline, that honey, and then that base of that vanilla, that makes it yummy, y'all. But that rose, that oud, and then that saffron in here, that is what makes this scent sexy. That's what it is. And it took me some time to figure out what it is. I'm like, cause it's yummy, but it's sweet, but then it's also kind of dark too at the same time. And that's what it is. The gourmand notes make it sweet and make it yummy. And then those darker notes make it more sexy. And that is what this is definitely giving. And it's the sexy notes is why I say this is a good date night scent, right? So in conclusion, I gotta say, y'all, Pavilion is hands down one of the best discoveries I made last year. And it was truly a discovery again because this was a house I was not checking for. This house found me. And I'm excited about it. And I see they've also released a new scent called Jest. And that one, I see it has like some apple. It has like a booziness to it. I'm gonna have to get at least a sample of that one to try that one out because I am intrigued. I do have some more samples from Andrea Maack from their EDP collection they have. I will be playing in those to see what they are giving. I'm hearing good things about ceramic. I'm hearing wonderful things about soft tension as well. I want to try those out. But also, let me know what y'all think. Have y'all tried anything from the house of Andrea Maack? Have you most importantly tried Pavilion, since that's the fragrance we're talking about? Because honestly, if the rest of the house is giving what Pavilion is giving, this is solid. Oh, and I gotta admit, another one that I also want a full bottle of because I've had a sample of it and I talked about it in their extra line, Solstice. The Solstice fragrance, you want to talk about a watermelon scent that is also kind of ozonic and watery aquatic, but the watermelon in it. It is grown folks watermelon. Oh, that one, yes. So if y'all see me with a bottle of Solstice, you heard it here first. You know why, because I talked about it in my sampling video. That one is good too. But I say all that to say that Pavilion was my introduction to this house, and I'm not done. Pavilion is solid of a fragrance. It barely looks like I wear it because this is a scent you don't have to wear a lot of. You don't have to spray a lot of in order to get the impact. It carries, it does. So I am very pleased with Pavilion, and I highly recommend y'all check out this one because she's yummy, but she's also sexy. So let me know what you think, of course. Let me know your thoughts on this fragrance. Let me know your thoughts on the house of Andrea Maack. And at last, I will definitely read y'all comments when I can, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.